Okay, folks, welcome back to part 7 of Mikey's birthday special, and we're going to play Jeopardy Platinum Edition for the Game Boy. Let's see how we do. Game. One daily double up there somewhere in one of these categories. We have the Bible, famous names, trees, U.S. geography, holidays, and inventors. Alright. I'll start things off with the Bible for 100. He was about to slay his son on an altar when an angel from heaven stopped him. Who is Abraham? The Bible 200. Alright, Bible 200. The 23rd Psalm ends, I will dwell here forever. What is the house of the Lord? Oh, let's go with the Bible for 300. Daily double. I'll do the maximum 500. This gospel author is also called Levi. Who is Matthew? Bible 400. The Lord set a mark upon this son of Adam, lest any finding him should kill him. Who is Cain? The Bible 500. Naomi's Moabite daughter-in-law who traveled to Bethlehem with her. Who is Ruth? Alright. Alright, let's look at the remaining categories again. I guess we'll go with famous names for 100. He was a lawyer before he teamed with Arthur Sullivan in 1871. Who is Gilbert? Famous names 200. In 1896, he coined the term psychoanalysis. Who is Sigmund Freud? Yep, famous names 300. Two of his compositions were adopted as the state songs of Kentucky and Florida. Stephen Foster, and that was my guess. Oh well. Famous names 400. In 1900, he was appointed head of the U.S. Army Yellow Fever Commission. Looking for Walter Reed. Alright. Famous names 500. This English woman won at Wimbledon in 1977, its centennial year. See if Jerry knows this. Virginia Wade. Alright. 20, you're $500. Trees for 200. This family of tropical trees has two major types of leaves, fan-shaped and feather-shaped. What is the palm tree? Trees for 100. Its name is from the Greek for well covered, and it covers Australia pretty well. What is the eucalyptus? A tree's for 300. The Save This Giant Tree League was one of the first conservation groups in the U.S. What is the banyan? That is wrong. Oh well. It's okay. The redwood. Oh yeah. Trees for 400. These trees are known for their winged seeds called keys. Maples. Alright. Trees for 500. Species of this popular poplar include the big tooth and quaking. That is wrong. Aspen. Alright. So next up we got U.S. geography. I'm going to take it for 100. The 10,000 islands lie near the city of Everglades in this state. What is Florida? U.S. geography for 200. At about 440 square miles, Red Lake is the largest of this state's 10,000 lakes. What is Minnesota? U.S. geography 300. Yuma, Arizona is the largest city lying on this 1,450-mile-long river. What's the Colorado River? U.S. Geography 400. This bay nearly cuts Rhode Island in two. What is Narragansett Bay? U.S. Geography 500. This Twin Peak volcano in Northern California has 5 small glaciers on its slopes. What is Mount Shasta? Alright. I'm gonna go with holidays for 100. The Thursday before Easter is known as Holy Thursday or this. What is Maundy Thursday? Holidays 200. It's the most famous holiday we know that was named for a prison. What is Bastille Day? Holidays 300. Between 1644 and 1660, this May Day object was banned in Britain. What is the maypole? Holidays 400. According to tradition, these fly in Germany on Walpurgis night, April 30th. What are witches? Holidays for 500. Earth Day falls in this, also National Cable Month. What is April? Oh, it is April. Let's go with inventors for 100. In 1884, this American insurance salesman perfected the first practical fountain pen. Who is Louis E. Waterman? $200. In the 1790s, Richard Trevithick invented the first high-pressure type of this engine? What's a steam engine? $300. In 1948, Kevin Tooley developed the modern plastic type of this eye lens. What's a contact lens? $400. His method of printing was so good it remained little changed for 500 years. Who is Johannes Gutenberg? Now the last clue, 500. Sir Joseph Swan invented the dry plate method of this. What's photography? So at the end of the Jeopardy round, out of $65, Jerry has no money, so he gets to go first. Where are we going, Jerry? 2-letter words for 1,000. The title of a hit song by Bread, or a poem by Rudyard Kipling. What is If? Let's go with 2-letter words for 200. In Monopoly, a player collects $200 on passing this. What is Go? Go, let's go! You got $200. Let's go with 2-letter words for 400, please. A letter of the alphabet, or one's former spouse. What is an X? Two-letter words for 600. Freud described it as the instinctive part of the personality. What's the id? Two-letter words, 800. In Egyptian mythology, he was the sun god. Who is Ra? Alright. $9,500 now. Let's take a look at the remaining 5 categories. We have the 1980s, aviation, architecture, nursery rhymes, and state capitals. Alright. I think we will go with architecture for 200. Flying buttresses are most commonly associated with this style of architecture. What is Gothic? Architecture for 400. Chinese American who designed the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Who is I.M. Pei? Architecture 600. This flying arch support extends from a pillar to a wall. What's a flying buttress? Oops, no. Let's go Architecture 800. This type of window projects from a building's outer wall, forming a recess inside. Oh, hey Ben! And I'm happy to say we just picked up Ben at 71287. How you doing, Ben? Me too. You're enjoying your day off today? Yeah. Excellent. I'm just working on my birthday special for Mikey at the moment. Playing Jeopardy Platinum Edition on the Game Boy. Architecture 1000, please. The U.S. Pavilion at Expo 67 was a geodesic one of these. What's a dome? Alright, aviation for 200. In the 1930s and 1940s, the Cub series of planes was this company's primary product. What is Piper aircraft? Aviation for 400. Businessmen of this city put up the money to make Lindbergh's 1927 transatlantic flight possible. What is St. Louis? Aviation for 600. Of monoplane, biplane, or triplane, the first to attain controlled flight. What's the biplane? Let's go with aviation for 8, please. The merger of 4 airlines in 1931 created this company, then the world's largest private airline. What is United? And aviation for 1,000. Daily double. We just daily double. Alright. $49,000 or nothing at all. These recreational planes have one seat, a single engine, and weigh no more than 254 pounds. What are ultralights? There we go. So we still have the 1980s, we have nursery rhymes, and we have state capitals. Let's go with the 1980s for 200. To save its elephants, Kenya called for a worldwide ban on the sale of this material. What is ivory? Let's go with the 1980s for 400. Manuel Noriega opened his own bank, Banco Institucional Patria, in this country. I'm gonna go with what is Mexico? That is wrong. Was it Nicaragua? No, it was Panama. I would have been wrong either way. The 1980s for 600. This Czech, described as a dissident playwright, was released from prison in May 1980. Who is Václav Havel? Yep, 1980s for 800. Elizabeth Taylor and hundreds of other guests flew to Morocco for this publisher's 70th birthday. Who is Malcolm Forbes? The 1980s for 1,000. The other daily double. That's $30,200 to put at risk. Let's just do 1,800. Alright, for an even $32,000, here's the clue in the 1980s. In June 1982, the British celebrated their victory in the Falklands and the birth of this. Who is Prince Andrew? No, it's not Prince Andrew. Prince William, the other one. Oh well, it's okay. Still have a lot of money though, so it's not gonna hurt me too badly. Nursery rhymes for 200. Type of animal that went to market, had roast beef, or stayed home. What's a little piggy? Nursery rhymes for 400. A man of words and not of deeds is like a garden full of weeds. What are deeds? Let's go nursery rhyme 600. He and his wife have gone down in history as platter lickers. Who is Jack Sprat? Nursery rhymes 800. Quartet of herbs that follows, can you make me a cambric shirt? What is parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme? He was a merry old soul. He was Old King Cole. Alright. Stick up with 200. Beantown. I went there recently. What is Boston? $400. The Bluegrass capital. What's Frankfurt? $600. The gateway to Glacier Bay National Park. What is Juneau? State capital is 800. The friendly city in the sky. Eugene is going to eat me for breakfast if I do not say what is Denver. Now the last clue. Crabtown. What is Annapolis? So I'm at $34,400 and Gary will not be around for Final Jeopardy because he has no money. Here we go. Final Jeopardy. Category is cabinet. I'm going to go with $600. Jerry is not eligible. I go now, so I press A. This cabinet department is in charge of printing all postage stamps.